40 seconds in, one watching. I don't know who you are. Until you say something. I don't think it's going to be a very long one or a very busy one today. That I can say. But that's alright. Where did I put that damn thing? What the hell? Oh well. 3 watching, 1 17 in. Okay, so we've basically sorry. Damn it. Okay, the light's annoying, but the angle's better for me to see what y'all are talking about. 4 watching, 1 minute 47 seconds in. Very nice. We like. So that being said, what's everyone following? What's everyone following? I did a lot of Satanism worship within government and religious societies, and then everything that came off of that. Vatican, pedophilia, Pizzagate, all that shit. So it all just kind of, you gotta know how to work the web. And when I say the web, I don't necessarily mean the internet. I actually mean like the actual spider web, because a spider web is difficult to navigate if you don't want to, 1, get stuck, or 2, get caught by the spider. So there's all that. I did that today. Not much else. I had the professional cleaners come in. The apartment is fucking spotless, so that's good. I've been watching The President as often as I can. So what are you guys up to? If it's not an interactive show, it's going to be a cut show. Because it's supposed to be an interactive show. Where the hell did my lighter go? Watching the world panic. Michael Gonzalez. Watching the world panic in light of the coming grand solar minimum and the planetary alignment. I watch that stuff. I haven't watched it lately, and it's all very real. Rather than me doing the work, Michael Gonzalez, can you tell me what's going to happen right here, right now? Or what they say is going to happen? Because it doesn't always, But yeah, crazy ass fucking shit goes on during solar minimums, solar maximums. 2 watching. I'm like losing all my viewers. Mgon says, for real, nothing. I don't know if you're being sarcastic or not. Because I've seen meteor showers, and they're pretty intense. Alright, I'm giving this crap 5 more minutes, and then I'm just going to cut, because I can't do a show for 2 viewers. That's, like, super creepy. That's not the way my show is designed. Up to 3, back down to 2. Fucking A, man. The reason for panic, they think it will cause planetary destruction or destruction of environment, etc. Well, that depends what they mean by environment. Do they mean uh, human kind of concrete steel and wood environment, or do they mean, nature, environmental destruction, or do they mean all of it, environment in general? I'm not. I'm just arguing a point that I actually don't even believe in. I'm a Nibiru guy. Planet X, Planet of the Crossing, the 10th planet. I have a lot of research into that. And allegedly, it could work in conjunction because what would end up happening is the gravitational field of an oblong orbiting, planet could theoretically bring along a lot of meteors and comets surrounding its gravitational field. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm just saying that's stuff I've looked into a lot. Yeah. So do you mean MGONs? Do you mean a man-made EMP? Or are we talking about this near-Earth space object? Lee has joined us. The astronomer in me says, and I do not swear often. Bullshit. Well, I swear often, so I'm kind of like immune to that shit. Stuff. What the hell time is it? Okay. Hey, believe what you want. Numbers are going up. Three's better than one. Three's better than two. We got three. We'll probably top out at eight, I suspect. Just hold on 1 second. Yeah, it's a funny three watching. All right, so I got two watching. I just lost another viewer. They'll come back. But it's very. Oh, I thought it went down to one. If it goes down to one, I'm just gonna cut. there's no there's no point in doing that. But you know, oh, it went down to one. All right, I lied. Let's see what happens. I'll give it. I won't say how long. Or I could just start ranting, and it's really not going to matter. A lot of good stuff here. Hold on. MGONs, natural electromagnetic pulse from radiation from the sun. Yes, could happen at any time. Solar minimum is a point where there are almost no sunspots and increased solar flares. Interesting. It seems like it should almost be reverse of that. That's a little crazy. This known encyclical the GSM is the same happens more often. Oh, I want to guess that acronym. Hold on. Global Solar Minimum? GSM? Is that what that stands for? Global Solar Minimum? GSM? Oh, Grand Solar Minimum. Okay. Okay. Shit. Well, I've had 2 viewers for the last 17 minutes and 13 seconds. So, no, 11 minutes. I read the wrong thing. 12 minutes even as of right now. Okay. So I can't do a show for 2 people. It's better for me to have all of us be in someone else's channel. So I'm going to give it 3 more minutes. We'll see if some viewers come in. And if not, I'm going to Gramps or JujuBot or some shit. Something like that. But I have worried about the sun. I've worried about the sun for years. And the reason that I worried about the sun, I don't know if anybody is directly going to, agree with me, or maybe help me conclude, if that's even the right word, some of my statements. But I remember, I'm 34, okay? So I still very, very easily remember high school and the small amount of college that I did and stuff like that. I still easily remember that. I remember what the days looked like. I remember what the evenings felt like and smelled like, and, everything. And just to me, I remember back in the day, the sky, the blue sky with the sun out, was a deep, deep aqua vapor colored blue, right? Deep, deep blue. This is what I remember. I'm from Boston, so maybe it was different around other areas. And the sun was this bright yellow, just like you pictured the sun. And it's like, sweet. And I suppose you are not supposed to stare at the sun, but I would sometimes stare at the sun. Luckily, I still have amazing vision, except I wear glasses now, but who knows? But anyway, over the years, I've seen the sky change to like a very, even with no clouds. I'm looking at it right now. To like a very light blue. And the sun is this weird little white hot ball in the sky. It's like white. It's white and it's smaller. It used to be big and yellow. Now it's this like small little white fucking ball. What's going on here, folks? Is the sun dying? Is it atmospheric manipulation? What the hell is it? I actually saw some comments come in. That's pretty cool. Michael Gonzalez. It is thought in combination the upcoming planetary alignment is going to weaken the Van Allen radiation belt, which protects us from asteroids, which acts as the quote-unquote shield against solar... I meant EMP. I said asteroids. Michael Gonzalez is right. Don't listen to me. And other dangers from the sun. Well, we're going to have to see. I just can't believe a subject this important. Maybe it's got to be my personality. That's what it's going to be. Or how I look or something. But we're trying to get out some serious information, folks. This is not like joke time. You know? I'll take it further. I'll say what's being talked about here doesn't exist at all. I think 99% of the viewers of this channel, once we get more viewership, obviously, would agree with the prospects of it happening. You know, within 6 months, year, 20 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. Doesn't really matter. 10,000 years. The point is, it's cataclysm talk, yo. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, me and Michael Gonzalez are not joking. But it's only me and Michael Gonzalez talking. But who knows? Maybe some more folks will come in. Who knows? I'll probably stay on for another half hour-ish. Here's what I've also heard. I mean, like I said, unless there are lurkers that disguise themselves, it's just me and M-Gons talking, right? So, I have heard information about bases on the moon since the 60s. Have you heard anything about that? I'm just curious. I'm not going to try to convert you. I'm just curious if you've ever heard that on your own, not from me. I'm talking permanent bases, Space Force, military. Gained a viewer. Very nice. I know you're not joking. I hope you got my question, and you're probably answering it right now. Interesting. Think it is BS because of logistics. What if the United... I'm not arguing. I'm just going to throw shit at you. What if the United States government has had craft that can defy what we were ever taught in school, ever taught in college, ever taught by our parents and uncles and aunts and smart friends and everybody else? What if there's technology out there that is so hidden that they can accomplish things that we don't even know about? I'm not saying that's what I believe. I'm just asking the question. Because response is everything. It's everything. That's the new voice I've been doing. I don't even know why. Back down to 3. That's cool. I know how to... That's cool. I know how to manage a small audience. Back down to 2. Son of a bitch. We can bring them to the moon. But what industry or tech is used to bring them back? I don't know. There's a lot of mysteries. That you know what really helped me? There were 2. And I'm not I'm just making statements. I'm not giving opinions on anything you just said. But you just made me realize something right there. That was brilliant. Um, what turned me into a conspiracy researcher was 9/11 and my wonderment about the moon landing. And then Sandy Hook was like the salt and pepper on it. I'm not trying to be crass or cruel or, you know, calling Sandy Hook kids salt and pepper. I'm not trying to do that. All I'm saying is, do you get it, like, intellectually? So I started with 9/11, and then I went to moon landing, and then I went to all the other conspiracies. So that's where I come from. Believe what you want, you know? It's exactly where I come from. Otherwise, it's a one-way trip. How horrifying is that? Jesus Christ. My midday audience is very, very loyal and very, very small. So we'll redo the shout-outs. We got Michael Gonzalez. We had Freedom Liberty, aka Lee. And that's basically it. Very, very small stream. Who cares? BLM to whom has joined us? BLM. Yeah, I just did a mini conspiracy rant. Just like a mini one. Just like a tiny one. Does anybody know about, or are you concerned about, and I know this might, ow. My back is still fucked up. This might this question might verge onto the fact, the fact that it might be a little bit too private and inappropriate, so don't answer it if you are uncomfortable. I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, all right? But my question is, when you go to the grocery store and you're buying, like, I assume most of you, because you're not fucking slugs, right? We all know that. And you buy fruits and vegetables. Do you pay the extra for the organic, or do you just buy the regular stuff to save money? Go. I'm just curious, and I'll show you why this is important later. Believe me, I can relate all this back to the presidential election. But just in case if anyone missed it, because I know a lot of us are in multiple channels, myself included, simultaneously, when you go to the grocery store, what's your vegetable and fruit habits? Got our first answer. When you say orgasmic, are you fucking with me? You mean organic, right? BLM. That's pretty funny. I can sometimes find organic cheaper than regular, but usually regular. Yeah, me too. I try to do like a 50-50. Organic too expensive. Normally no choice, says M. Gons. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I've been buying boxes of friggin' Annie's mac and cheese. I don't know if you guys can get it down there. But, you know, you can get a meal, granted it's all carbs and a little bit of dairy, you know. But the ingredients are not too bad. I read the back of the box. Everything that they use is organic and it's relatively inexpensive. And when your fucking company fucks you over and says goodbye, and then the next night you go and total your car, and you can only go to the grocery store once a week, you gotta stock up on things that can keep, you know, some energy going through your veins in one way or another. Once I'm relatively rich again, I am going to be buying ribeye steaks, fucking whole chickens, stuffing them with garlic, like studded, just like boom, just like half garlic, whole, you know, stuffed in to the breast and the legs, and throw it in the friggin' oven. Maybe I'll paint it with bacon grease. I think that sounds good, to be honest with you. A garlic studded chicken painted with bacon grease? How could that be bad? Especially if you leave the skin off. Or real butter. Hell yeah. I made a buttered chicken once in my. I'm 34. I made a buttered chicken, I think, when I was like 22. It actually came out really good. The skin gets awesome. And then you can make a sauce out of everything that leaks out. Or boils out, I should say. Yeah, when you see a good veg, grab it. Because it's like, yeah, nigga, I got the best one. And when I say nigga, I don't mean black people. I mean, it's something we say in Boston, okay? So don't get freaked out. JB's a racist. No. All the girls in this room are my niggas, and all the guys in this room are my niggas. You know what I mean? Taking a little page from Blackie's show there, but we were talking about cooking chicken. Hold on. Let's try to get it all back. The science of growing quote unquote standard chemically enhanced in parentheses food is sound. The quote unquote conspiracy is in the business practices used to maintain the current system. That's a I'm like a really really smart person, but that's a little complex for me. Maybe if you want to mgons, maybe if you want to reword that a little bit. Again, I'm like a really smart person, but I don't. Let me read that out loud again. Hold on. The science of growing quote unquote standard in parentheses chemically enhanced food is sound. Okay, okay. You don't have to do what I just asked. I get that. I have Asperger's syndrome, so like once I learn something, I'm like better than everyone, but it's hard for me to learn something new. Hold on. Yeah, that's the point that I don't get. So it's the second half of your statement that confounded me, Mr. Michael Gonzalez. The quote unquote conspiracy is in the business practices used to maintain the. Okay, now I know exactly what you're saying. See, you're smarter than me, dude. That's all it is. You're just fucking more articulate and also smarter than me. What you're saying is, in order to maintain the current level of, necessary crops for quote unquote, sustainable society, is we're not going to be able to grow enough. Is that what you're saying? Answer quick. I need quick answers. Go. Go. Do it. Type, type, type. Okay, yeah, so I got it right. Michael Gonzalez agrees. So how the fuck are we gonna fix that? Because the first, in my opinion, in most circumstances, in 99% of circumstances, the first step that should be created when being faced with a problem is to start crafting a solution. Right, but you're just making random statements. What's your point? Organic produces lower yields. Okay, so what's the broader point there? How do we get organic to produce higher yields? Would be the question I would ask myself. Me, not I'm not projecting myself on you. I'm saying myself. Hey, we got 5 watching. That's pretty good. They like a. By the way, everybody else, don't be afraid to chime in. Get in the fuck. It's a live. It's my chat. All right, so it's a live chat. Who cares? Okay, so let's pronounce the word a little bit differently. How do we, and when I say we, I mean literally as a country. Maybe it can start at the state level. I used to drive back when I had a job. Back when I had a car. I used to drive by many, many family farms, and they looked like they were growing stuff that could feed like 500 people. And this is just off the side of the road. So what's the fucking problem? I don't understand. I've never understood. And I have an intellectual problem with it. And the problem is this, is that I don't know why we have to, it's like it's been forced upon all of us that, and the big grocery stores and shit, which I shop at, you know, and they do all this kind of crap. No, it's not GMO free certified. No, it's not additives. Who puts additives in vegetables? Cucumbers? Peppers? What are you doing? It's like grow it, ship it, put it on the shelf. You sons of bitches, what the hell's wrong with you? Put chemicals in it? What, to make more money and poison the rest of us? It's you, it's not gonna happen overnight. Your kids are eating it too, you fucking dicks. I'm just telling you. You know, this is reality. I don't think there is anybody in the history of YouTube in the last, aside from Alex Jones and Alex Jones's team, I don't think there is anyone in the history of YouTube within the last year, 6 months, that has been more honest and more informed than I am. So you should probably like and subscribe, not because you like me. I don't care if you like me. It's the information that counts. It's the information. Get it? And sometimes I'm a jerk. So I say, I say things like, get it through your fucking skull. I say things like that, but I'm not being a jerk. I'm just really trying to wake people up here, okay? And the food thing is a big one. Honesty's honest. Has anybody heard about this whole soy thing? This whole soy fucking travesty where allegedly, I'm not saying I'm right, I'm asking a question, where allegedly soy is probably the most effective organic feminizer of men in the history of the world. Has anybody heard that? So basically, turning people gay is what I'm saying. Turning guys gay is what I'm saying. Oh, my friend just went on. He does a butcher show. He fucking cuts up meat and shows you how to get around the bones and do pork, steak, chicken, everything. He's awesome. Check out Chris the Butcher if you've never seen Chris the Butcher. Do it. Do it ASAP. BLM knows Chris the Butcher. Butcher. Very nice. We like that. But yeah, this whole entire thing of, when I sit back and it's like, damn, why did I ever go on YouTube? Why? Why? All it's done really is cost me pain, money, ridicule. It's like, why did JB go on? Here's why. Is because when I went on, I ended up seeing, within a week, like 2 new streamers. And they became friends with me real quick. And they're like, yeah, we'll go live too. And then I saw 2 new streams the next couple weeks. So I'm not bragging. What I'm trying to do is encourage all of you to do exactly the same thing. So what you can do is, let's say your friend has a quilting show. Let's keep it really, I do 9/11, I do really, really dark stuff. Satanism, I do all that crap. That's what I do. But let's say you have like a 13-year-old sister or a 25-year-old male cousin or something like that. And they have a lot of opinions about certain things. It's like, well, why don't you just make a YouTube channel, throw it out to the world, and see what it's really going to be? Because it's almost like a testing ground for, hanging out at a party or a bar or a restaurant or something like that. And everybody knows that, and no one's going to disagree with that at all. At all. And if you do, I want to hear the argument, to be honest with you. I really do. But yeah, you guys are great. And all I can say is I just appreciate y'all so much for always coming by here. I'm getting a little tired, plus I have to go do stuff. So I'm going to give it another 30 to 35 seconds-ish. But yo, I'm just telling you, homie, we got music channels. And they're not under control by me. And they're not under control by Gramps. They're not under control by JujuBot. We're kind of like a coalition. It's like we all just kind of trust each other, know how to do the same thing. Harmony, Blackie Fitzpatrick, all of us. Shit, I said 6, we got like 10. We're dominating. We're not going to let the mainstream media take over. CNN, MSNBC, Rachel Maddow. Newsflash, Rachel Maddow is not my god. Okay? Rachel Maddow can go fuck herself. Hopefully in private. I would never want to see that. And that's a double entendre because she's as disgusting physically as she is disgusting mentally. And the physically I don't care so much about, but the mentally, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Rewatching. Okay. Hold on a second. Three watching when I left. Very dedicated viewers. Lost a viewer. That's okay. I can cut anytime, so it doesn't really matter. But that being said, of the two left, who's still here? Alright, this is what they call dying in the swamp. So I'm gonna cut. I'll see you guys later. Peace.